Hi, I'm John from MIT Manipal. I'm here to talk about Ferrero. Ferrero is an Italian confectionery company privately owned by the Ferrero family. The Reputation Institute's 2014 survey ranked it as the 22nd most reputable company in the world. Ferrero holds 8% of the world's chocolate market and is the leader in Western Europe with an 18.9% share. Its revenue in the financial year 2013 was $10.6 billion, a 5.6% rise from the previous year, and the company employs nearly 25,000 people in 18 factories worldwide. Now let's see the history of Ferrero. The story of this remarkable company begins in 1946 with a small patisserie in Alba, Italy. There, Pietro Ferrero invented a 50% hazelnut, 50% cocoa confection. The product was a hit, and by 1951 the Ferrero family had decided to turn it into a creamy spread. In 1963, they modified the recipe and marketed it as popular Nutella. Ferrero now sells more than 67,000 jars of Nutella a year in Italy alone. What was the reason for Ferrero's success? I would say it was successful implementation of their brand mantras: quality, integrity, product innovation, and passion. Now comes the question: how was Ferrero able to do this? And simple answer would be through marketing. I would like to break down their marketing strategies into four. Firstly, analyzing the macro environment. 2. Marketing intelligence. 3. Forecasting and demand measurement. And 4th, brand positioning. Macro environment. It considers demographic, economic, natural, technological, political, and cultural forces. Coming to demographic, Ferrero began expanding into Europe in 1956 by setting up a factory in Germany, and then expanded to different parts of Europe. Economic force, going back to the roots of the company, all it started was because taxes on cocoa beans were extremely high in post-World War Italy, and pure chocolate was not readily available. Technological force, we can quote development of Nutella from simple pastry. Coming to marketing intelligence, it is knowing your customer, their needs, and their expectations. To ensure quality of products, Ferrero conducted internal testing to match their expectations. Also, Ferrero marketed the product first in state before going it national-wide. Now comes forecasting and demand measurement. It involves identifying potential, available, target, and penetrated markets. Once this is done, it is possible to forecast sales in a better way. Let's see how Ferrero went ahead. As I already said, Ferrero began expanding into Europe in 1956 by setting up a factory in Germany where chocolates were extremely popular. This early understanding of global trends allowed the company to swiftly expand into France and finally into the US markets. In 1974, Ferrero established operations in Australia with the mission of delighting customers with unique products. Once this was done, Ferrero came up with the Hazelnut project. Hey Hazelnut. This is seen as part of Ferrero's long-term commitment to Australia and will provide vital jobs in the region. At full production, the farms are expected to generate some 5,000 tons of hazelnuts, which would clearly help Ferrero to gain more markets. The story of Ferrero in India is interesting. When Ferrero entered India in 2004, the country did not have a ready market for premium chocolates. As we already know, Indian consumers are very price sensitive. But within 10 years, Ferrero transformed the chocolate market with premium brands, accounting for 27% of the market. In late 2011, the company set up its first factory, which now produces 20 million packs of Tic Tacs per day along with 1 million Kinder Joys, Ferrero Rochers. Moving on to brand positioning. Brand positioning is said to be the soul of marketing.
Since the beginning of time, the gods of Olympus have always known how to celebrate a special occasion like Easter. Now adults can share the heavenly taste and really have a ball this Easter with Ferrero Rocher.
Sponsorship is a very important aspect of brand positioning. The company's 2010 promotion of Nutella included sponsorship of the Football Federation of Australia, the Socceroos. It also emphasized that Nutella was one of Australia's best known and most loved brands by associating it with the sport that most of the Australians enjoy. Another aspect of brand positioning is acquisitions. Although there were rumors that Nestle is going to take over Ferrero, finally it ended up that Ferrero taking up a group like a big Turkish firm like Alton. Corporate social responsibility or CSR is another aspect of brand positioning. Ferrero Australia has engaged in many community programs such as Food Bank that distributes food and grocery industry donations to welfare agencies to feed the hungry. The company introduced a pink Tic Tac in celebration of Pink Ribbon Month to support Breast Cancer Foundation. Ferrero also supports forest conservation methods and abolition of child labor through its policies. Alright, let's recap. We started with analyzing macro environment. It includes demographic environment, and economic environment, natural environment, technological, political and legal environments. Then we moved on to marketing intelligence, which is how the market is gonna behave. And then we moved to forecasting and demand measurement. We discuss about potential available target and penetrated markets. And then we moved to brand positioning through corporate social responsibility and sponsorships. Thank you for watching this. Have a nice day.